gonna hit F12 and start getting some cards going here.
Were you going first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay.
Sorry. Since we reset, I don't think it did that. I'm gonna mulligan.
Keep this.
Okie dokie. Discard that. Oh, just kidding. It was a whoops. Discard that. Play that. End step. Ooh.
I forgot the shortcut to highlight that it's using ability, but I'm going to search.
No problem.
Grab this bad boy.
That bad boy. Need to think here. We'll make her ice, I think. Will.
Something new.
Yeah.
Been playing against Fire Wind all week. This whole
really?
time. It's just nice to play something else.
I feel that. Add Genesis back.
Ready?
And then we'll pass. Yeah,
Well,
fire winds everywhere. Yeah, I will.
Cool.
Three in hand. I'll discard that.
You just-
Ooh. Goodbye, Kadash. I hardly knew you.
Dark dodge.
Yeah.
Free removal right there.
Your turn.
Hey.
I was not expecting a mirror. Ooh.
I'm going to give Locke 2K and Brave.
Yeah. Locks a 9K Brave, no problem.
Yep.
I'll remember. Okay. I'll take the
Back with
damage.
Locke.
Nothing in hand, so.
Well, we got it.
For a second, I was like, "Are you gonna make me?" I was like, "Are you gonna dull my Braska?" Like, I didn't think that it, like, I just forgot that it would trigger. I was like, "Wow, that seems pretty rough." We'll go to combat.
Okay.
I'll declare an attack and target.
All right. Scepter.
Daldies play that, and we'll pass.
Kadaj will come back.
Mm-hmm.
RFG. Genesis in your vein.
No. Good picks. White Mage says he doesn't know who to root for. Root for us both. We're both winners. Swinging with Kadash?
Yep.
Sephiroth. Man, I don't know what's wrong. I'm just not. I'm feeling off today.
Are you flashing in Sephiroth to
Say again?
Are you flashing in Sephiroth to, or is that
That was just damage.
the damage? Oh, okay.
Lo siento. My bad.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Um, 3 in hand, huh? Let's play Zidane.
Yep.
Attacks.
Sure.
And then I think I definitely don't want to walk into a Zalera. Nail, huh?
He gets the job done.
That she does? I think Nail's a chick. I think.
Yeah.
That she does. Let's man, do I walk into a Zalera? Yeah, we'll attack with Braska as well. I love Sabin. I was thinking of playing him. Let's hold on, I need to read. We're just kidding. Let's go. Your turn.
Right. Brave.
Brave?
I'm looking at your breaks. So.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said Brave. I was like, oh, okay. No takebacks. Brave.
Let's remove Kadaj and the Glacia.
Sounds good. I mean, sounds bad, but they're gone. Swinging?
Yep.
Terra. Man. Would have loved to hit her last turn. No target. Interceptor. Brave. Okay, I was just making sure you're removing Kadaj. If that's what you would like. Go to combat. We'll attack with Zidane. We'll attack with Braska.
Shadow.
Nice. Dull these for snow and call it a day. Dull Braska.
Two of the last two in your breaks up.
Sounds good. I'm gonna dull Braska's finally on. Finally! They fell for it. It was a brave move. Just gotta make sure. I'm pretty sure I'm recording, but oh, I am not recording. Let's start that. Go to performance mode. Target.
Target.
I'm assuming we're freezing Zidane.
We're gonna hit your interceptor.
My interceptor?
Yep.
Okay. I love Celeste, man. All that summon canceling.
Celeste haste.
Okay.
Combat.
Yeah.
Celeste.
Take it. Ping
Let's
Zidane.
do 4K to Zidane.
He is Gonzo. I hardly knew him.
Hook it up.
Lock. Rough.
Intern.
My go?
Yep. Let's play Zidane. Just discard that. Dull and tap that for Vayne. Okay.
Go to combat.
Okay.
We'll swing with Braska's
BFA.
targeting.
Right.
And then we'll attack with Zidane. Good game. Game
I had
2.
it if you didn't have the Zidane.
I had unless you had a spell canceler.
Edward.
Yeah. Always expect Edward. I was like, is there a way I can get rid of a backup in order to haste him in? But because I had Sage, you know.
Yeah.
All right. Game 2?
Yep.
Good game 1. I think you have to turn autoplay on again, by the way. So you have to hit, I think you have to hit F8. I assume you're going first?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's oh, hold on. Let me put these back on the bottom of my deck. I'm gonna shuffle. I didn't hit shuffle, and I'm not sure if it auto shuffles. Like, that was actually a pretty good starting hand, but I just want to make sure. Okay. Now I will. I can keep this.
I'll keep this.
Okay, good luck.
So.
It's nice to see somebody else playing with some fire ice. Such a good start. Let me think. So good, I think I'll do it too. Let me think here. Yeah, that's me. Intercept is such a wild card. So much value. Seems good.
Faithful. Call that turn.
Okay. Oh my god. Need to think here. Just play a lock.
All right.
Raise me a lock, huh? Let's discard that shadow. Oof. Discard that lock. Let's play Genesis targeting lock. And then do the thing.
Thing.
Frozen. No problem. Just double checking. Nebraska. Umaru, no!
Actually, let's hit the Genesis.
Genesis?
Yeah.
And then freeze him.
Yep.
Very interesting. This isn't good. Umaru was a good pick. Jeez.
He can be a pain.
Huh?
So he can be kind of a pain in the ass.
Kinda. Let me just see. Trying to think. What the hell can I do about that? Just play Kuja. It's dull and freeze lock. That's me. I thought the aggressive play, putting Genesis onto the field, freezing your lock, would have been good, but the Umaru bridge.
Look here.
I'll reveal my hand. You may discard one.
I wasn't even paying attention. You didn't have anything.
No.
That's still fine. Gonna intern. Gonna freeze that lock.
Yep.
Now pass.
You have to hit tab a bunch.
Oh. Who needs phases?
Play Princess Sarah. Let's make her ice. And then pass like my life depends on it. Because it does. No.
Let's hit that Kuja.
Do your thing.
Type of block. Let's do the thing.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to hit you to hit. I discarded.
Tomorrow.
I'll just freeze him because he's going to be frozen anyway. Okay. Unless you want to double freeze Kuja.
No, gonna keep them both frozen.
Okay.
See, that's the thing. There can only be one Genesis.
Got Edward. Because I'm gonna 7K and freeze. Okay. That's me. Genesis is still stripping shit from my hand, though. Good since Opus 4.
Attacking. We'll do the thing.
Take the damage, lose the Sage.
And freeze.
Freeze lock?
Yep.
Okay. Let's move to combat.
Alrighty. 1 second. I just gotta go move something from my roommate.
You got a what? Sorry?
I gotta move something from my
Oh,
roommate.
no. That's totally fine.
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah, no, take your time. Hey, thanks, White Mage. That's me, baby. It's all me. Let me hit you with that Persona 5 mix.
Alright, we're moving to combat?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
We're gonna swing with Zidane.
Guess I'll play this Ifrit.
That's fine.
Kill that Zidane.
And that's all I got. I was expecting it further Glacia, so. Oh, good.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this game's over. We can keep going, though.
Jenny?
Take damage. Terra.
Getting back.
That's good. Glacia's my choice.
All right.
And then
For Genesis.
in response to Genesis trigger, I will and we'll do 7k dull.
I got
Yep. That's respectable. Take more damage.
attack with the Mara.
Gotta tell you, champs, it's not looking good.
I will intern and I'll hit that lock with the Mara.
I'm gonna Shantoto the shit out of you.
God, I wouldn't even be mad.
Gotta hit tab a bunch, please.
Boom, Earth cards. Yeah.
I drew this card like 15 years too late.
Yeah. Oh. Attack with Blastwell. Trigger. We're gonna ping lock.
And okay.
Yeah.
I will take damage. I will draw a card, and Kuja will become a 10k.
Genesis.
Okay. And I'm going to dull. Play that. Kill my Kuja. And then I'm going to Kuja ability. Throwing these two in the break zone to add Kuja to hand.
Okay.
And I'm going to take damage. Good game.
Solid combo there.
Game 3. Good game. Okay, let's do this. These are nice, fast games.
Fire.
Yeah, Fire Ice, Fire Ice. Okay.
Finish your games quick, and
Then I'll do
you get
that.
food between rounds.
And we will mulligan that into this. Okay, ready?
Ooh. Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's discard that into that, and we'll pass.
What's that? Good. What's that?
Yeah.
Back that. And then we'll pass turn.
Okay. After pressing tab a billion times, I presume.
Yep. This is why I usually play Cam.
That's no problem. Let's discard. Discard that. Tap that for Edgar.
Ooh.
Nice.
Well, it's not a complete whiff.
Yeah, at least you get a backup. Dude, this playlist is fire. God damn. Nice. Do the search Reno. Ye old search.
Grab everybody's favorite thief.
Respectable.
Treasure hunter.
Yeah, everybody's favorite treasure hunter. He just he just happens to hunt let's
show me what you got.
I'm trying to see where I'm going to be at. Discard that. Hold on. For that.
What?
Do the same thing you did.
Uh-oh. Comes.
Trigger, please. Trigger, please.
Okay, so you're discarding to give haste?
Yep.
Okay.
And draw one.
Okay.
Then we're going to go to attacks.
Okay.
We're gonna swing. And now it's your turn. Say somebody likes their hand. Goodbye, Sidwaf. I hardly knew ye. Every time, damn it.
I don't know. I think I'm behind on this one.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pass turn there.
Fortunate.
Oh, sorry. I need to make Sarah a make her ice, please.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
End of my turn.
Crazy. Let's. Zalera would be good right now, wouldn't it?
Real good.
Doesn't matter how strong he is if he's. Let's play this one though.
Ooh, that's a real good one.
Let's declare abilities and reveal the top three and whiff. We will not whiff. We will add Kadaj and Braskas to my hand.
Ready?
And kill Snow. And then we will pass turn. Where have you been? I've waited all along.
Let's read. There's ice, correct?
Sarah is ice, yes.
Freeze Edgar.
Freeze Edgar?
Yeah.
Frozen.
We'll fast turn.
By tabbing a bunch.
Yes.
Sorry. Okay. Fucking Edward's so good. We're going to give Lock plus 2K and Brave.
Okay.
Then we're going to move to combat. And he's going to declare an attack. Ooh, a nail of your own. And then, 1 second, just need to think. Yeah, we'll put move to end and move Kadaj off the field.
Pass.
You're passing?
Yep.
Okie dokie. We'll bring Kadaj back in.
Yep.
We'll give him +2K in Brave. Will Dillan play a Goblin? Well, Dillan gain CP. Discard. Discard for Braska's Final Aeon.
Oh, yep.
We'll move to combat.
Yep.
I will give Braska's haste and draw a card. Good?
Yep.
Okay, sorry, just making sure. Then I will proceed to combat. Oh, sorry.
Yep.
There we go. Forwards. We will declare a 9K attack with lock.
No block.
Okay. Forwards will attack Celeste. Yep. And then we will attack with nail. Oh, thank God. I thought that was it. I'm so used to playing against mono fire that I'm like, Ifrit, no! It will attack Kadaj.
Flare.
And then I will move to end step and remove Kadaj. Zalaris is such an efficient. That's why I should have swung with Braska's first. I forgot. Yeah. What would you like to do?
Let's RFG. Goliath and one of the Glacius.
Sounds good. Anything else?
It's gonna.
Ooh. I love that card. I just like it. I just feel like she never like gets where I want her, you know? Like once she starts swinging, like she's so good.
She's great if you have Interceptor.
Okay, we're gonna bring Kadaj back in.
Yep.
And I need to think. Okay, so when she attacks, she chooses a forward and dulls it.
Yep.
And when she deals damage, she chooses a forward and freezes it, right? Okay, we're gonna dull Celeste.
Alrighty.
Okay, and then a bunch of tabs. Discard. Nail. Playing Shadow. I don't know what the ability is. I don't know how to do it, but I'll just reveal the top 5. And we will add Snow. Put these to the bottom. Discard that. Discard that for Genesis to Dull Freeze.
Yep.
And we will proceed to combat.
All right.
Oh, damn.
7K to your Genesis, the best play we have.
Yep. Kadash? Nail? And Shadow.
Yep.
Great game. So that matchup's so swingy. It's like whoever gets what they need first, like, just takes over the match. You know?
Yeah. I really needed to be on 3 backups when he hit me with that block, and I had to toss my Umaro.
Oh yeah, because you tossed Umaro out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was like, well, if I play Braska, I should have Braska'd and made you like chump the Braska and burn the other one, because I was expecting a Zalaira at some point. You know, like in this matchup, you got to look for that. But like I was like, 9K lock coming at you. You know, Kadaj with lock is crazy. Being able to push that through. Are you running? You're running Kadaj. Are you running any other dark cards or light cards?
Just Kadash.
Okay. Yeah, I've really liked Sarah. Like, she's been such like a threat. Like, she ramps and she's a threat. I haven't.
Yeah.
I feel like she's like Duke Larg without having to play Duke Larg. Know what I mean?
Yeah, Sarah's one to entertain. My issue with running too many darker light cards is so often.
Sure.
You need to maximize the CP in your hand.
Yeah.
And that cuts into that tempo.
For sure. There were a couple times where I was like, if, you know, especially with this discard, if like I end up running into a, what do you call it? If I ended up running into, like, I drew Sarah or Kadaj when I wanted to play Braska, because like I was stripping cards, I was like, man, I would really lose tempo if I couldn't play a card there. Like, if you wouldn't on game 2, if you weren't able to play Umaro right when you did, like I would have been in a very strong position there.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know what you discarded for Umaro. I can't remember.
I think it might be some chords.
Sure. Because, you know, like if it was like Glacia, well, that, you know, that's a pretty good answer to lock Genesis anyway for a turn. But,
actually cut Glacia because it's just become so weak in this meta.
Sure. Yeah, I guess, you know, it's not great against Ritz, Martian Ritz, whereas Zalaira is.
Yeah, it buys you a turn against it, but Zalaira just is a clean answer to Rift.
I just feel like Glacia with Terra in the deck, because I run 2 Terra, I think, 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
And like Terra turns Glacia into an incredible card. You know, as opposed to like a good, like, you know, being able to delete a 9K is pretty crazy. But obviously playing, you don't want to build your decks based on like best case scenario for cards, for sure.
Yeah, I used to run Terra.
But
I felt it was better in meta with Vikings.
Sure. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's no question.
This deck struggles is when another deck can go wide.
Sure. Like I did the 2 games that I won.
Yeah, like if someone gets wide on you, it's really hard to come back from that.
For sure. Yeah, I didn't have Nail or Kadaj in here in my last. builds, but Goblin and I mean Kadaj felt really crazy there. I had 4 CP Sephiroth and Nail, or I think I had 4 CP Sephiroth and like this Celeste. But I noticed like pulling the 6 cards down made my lock in Celeste a little harder, but it helps when all of my backups are 6s, because that makes lock in Celeste so much more consistent. But I just kept playing her and I'd like never get her off. You know, I was just like, I'm investing 3 CP into a body that like doesn't do anything ever. Is how I felt when I played her.
Yeah.
But Umaru has felt crazy. How are you liking Kate Sith?
I love Kate Sith.
Kate Shi or Kite Shi, isn't it? There's a
I
proper way to pronounce it. I have no idea.
Yeah. It's great as an opener. You can just really throw off someone.
Sure. Yeah, especially if you like remove a Ritz or BFA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think that would be crazy.
Because like discarding a Ritz doesn't do anything, but if you RFG it, it's really strong.
Yeah.
And sometimes they just have a bad hand. You have an option to let them keep the bad hand.
Oh yeah, I forget that you can just like you can scope it, because that's what when I was reading it, I joked. I was like, oh haha, you want to let me keep it because I had nothing, you know?
Yeah.
But that's interesting. I forgot about that, because I know I played one Kate Sith against somebody in my last match, and like they had what is it, Baby Tifa out with haste. And it was a bunch of backups and another Baby Tifa. And I was like, oh, I guess I gotta get rid of Baby Tifa. You know, I'm just making your hand better, but not doing it seems better than that. But thank you so much. These were I mean, for how fast they were, God, these were fun matches.
Yeah, I wish that third one could have been a little bit faster, but.
Yeah, I mean, we can play another if you want to just like mess around. You want to play one more?
I can play another one.
You want to, or you don't want to?
Yeah, I can do another
Okay,
game.
sure. Let's hold on. Let me just report so I don't forget, because I've been so up and down. I actually messaged David about maybe having to drop, because I was like I wasn't sure, and then I did the RVA. I commentated with them, and I was like, oh, okay, I can do it. You know, I kind of got into like Final Fantasy, and like I convinced myself that I can do all my homework tomorrow. But let's.
I've been there.
Let's do registration. Did you go to college? What'd you go to college for?
Yeah. I got my degree in applied ecology.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
Let me do the results. No, that A is not working apparently. Oh, I keep doing Control A instead of Shift A. I'm such an idiot. I was like, why does it keep doing that? I only dealt 1 damage that second game, right? It was really low.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It was 7-5, 7-1, 7-0.
7-5-7-1-7-0. Okay. When versus Saltiness. That's so funny. I dig your username. I'm trying to think. So you dealt 7-5. No, so you dealt 5-7-0. Okay, so you dealt 12 damage?
Yeah, it should be 12, 15. 15,
Okay.
12.
God, those were crazy. Okay, so let me load my deck. We'll load that guy. And do you want to roll for it, or do you want to?
Let's roll.
Okay. I rolled a 3, like a loser would. You rolled a 4, like a winner. Damn it! I'm assuming you're going first.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Yeah, that's kind of this matchup. I'll keep.
Keep.
Plays an interceptor. I'm telling you, you're a cheater.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Let's. Oh, Lord.
Oh, it's hard playing a lot. Oh.
Ooh. That felt good. I'm not sure how I like my start, but clipping the lock made me feel a lot better. New mono ice deck: Duke, Larg, Buffer, Moogle, and Sarah. Which Sarah are you talking about, David? I noticed that you said this earlier. Which Sarah? Or Princess Sarah? Oh yeah, because what's that Buffer Moogle do? It's like pay 1 and tap it to give ice forwards plus 1k or something? Is that how that works? Just like, give your ice forwards plus 3,000 power, jeez. Have you played the Persona series?
I have not.
Oh man, you're missing out. They're so good. Getting back lock. That's pretty good. Setzer such a good bridge play. Lock coming down. Yeah, there we go. Discard, no CP. Oh no. Go ahead, Genesis my lock. Oh Jesus. That was rough.
Don't treat that lock.
Okay.
See that glass yet?
Nope. You'll see a Kadaj though. Let's don't freeze that guy. I'm sitting here screaming like on the inside. I'm like, ah! No problem. Jeez, plus 3k power against. I used to play lock in my non-6 mono ice deck just because like it was good. Don't you fucking dare. Well, okay. Thank God. Okay. Let's look at all cards.
No.
I mean, I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Yep.
Jeez. What is this match? This match is ridiculous. Is that all for you? Or are you gonna be super rude and Zalera my lock?
Did you discard for lock?
Yep. Oh no, I didn't. Oh no. Oh, that's so much worse.
I think you need it.
Um. Dull freezing yours seems better. Well, 5 Genesis. Sorry, thank you so much. You caught me in the act. You caught me slipping. I was trying to cheat. I really regret discarding Princess Sarah earlier. I would like to be on 2 backups right now. Oh, Jesus, come on. Hold on. We're gonna go main phase 1. Oh, Jesus. Put those back. What the hell? 3. Main phase 1. There we go. Discard game CP. Discard game CP for Kadash. We're gonna give him plus 2k Brave. And he's gonna attack. I didn't want to walk into a Zalera. Which 9k is gonna take it? And then we will remove Kadash. This is a ridiculous. What is this? Yeah, like full admission, I didn't want to do a webcam game because I showered, but I feel like shit. Take all the damage. I will discard 2 times 0. Don't build on me. Okay. 2k Brave. We'll attack. You not playing with Cloud seems fine. Now let's God, do I attack? We'll attack. And then we'll remove Kadash. Yep. Rough stuff. Doom, doom, doom. I mean, I'm pretty sure you just went off a last wall, right? Oh, you forgot how to party attack? It just you just drag both of them. So like take your mouse and like drag click over them. Yeah, and then double click. Okay. I will take the damage, and in response, we're gonna Zalera lock. Well, Genesis is still alive. Oh, they were still highlighted, yeah. Anything else? Bring this guy back in. Forwards. We'll give him plus 2k Brave. And Genesis is dull. Okay. We'll attack with Kadash. Hello? Okay. And we'll leave Kadash. I'm going to flash in another lock and block him. Didn't expect 2 locks, did you? Oh, I have to pay CP, sorry. Good game. That was rough. Are we not connected in voice anymore? Because I can't hear you. Oh, I've got... Oh, why do I have everything muted? That was weird. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
How did that thing get muted? I must have hit a... Oops. I don't know how long... I've been talking, but I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry. Take the damage in response. That was such a weird game. What in the world? I was just like, oh, no backups. That ain't happening.
Yeah, we kind of went to no hands really quick, and I was just able to get a couple more backups down.
Yeah, I really regretted not keeping Princess Sarah, because I could have been at least at 4, and then all those every time I played Genesis or Kadaj, it would have felt I would have kept a card in hand, you know.
Yeah,
but
makes your top deck a little more light.
Yeah, as opposed to like just the turn that I was like, oh no, because I wanted to play Kadaj on you, in order to dull and swing out to make you discard your card. I drew another Kadaj. So I had 2 Kadaj in hand. I was like, "Oh, this is like as bad as it can be," which is we just talked about earlier. And the top deck war drawing light and dark cards is bad.
Yeah, that happened to me in Kansas against Golbez.
Yeah, that I had a Glacia hand with no ice.
I had a Shantoto in hand, and just has a bunch of forwards and no hand. And I had 1 dark card. It was a chaos left in my deck. So anything but the chaos, and I can Shantoto. I drew the chaos.
No. Yeah, so in my first 2 hands here, I drew 2 Kadaj and a Princess Sarah. And I was like, oh, okay, that's all my light and dark, so the rest of the deck will be nice and consistent. It's a good game. Do you want to play another, or are we good?
I gotta go.
No problem. It was such a good time playing with you. Thank you so much.
Definitely appreciate it.
I really appreciate it. We'll talk to you soon, though, okay?
Good luck in your next rounds.
Thank you. You too.
All right.
Bye. All right, guys. I think that's it for me. I'm really tired. I need to go to sleep. Booey, booey. Thank you so much for watching. The White Mage, as always, beautiful. I'll have to build a triple buff, stupid mono ice deck. But thanks so much, guys. We're having a good night. We're going to pass out. Shout out to my Patreons for Metamaniacs. Jason Toro, you're a great guy. Corgan Halver, I need to hit you up. I haven't talked to you in a while. Me and other people are great. I'm sorry. I'm just super tired. So I'm going to call it. I'm going to do a deck video on this. I'm gonna hopefully be able to get a little summarization on the initial first round because all these games went so fast. But that's why I did a fun little third game. But thanks everyone. Have a good night, and we'll talk to you soon.